It can be used as a counterattack. Turning on the toes results in this. You can't avoid the attack, but with the heels, you can move it this much. We have a kata called Bassai-dai. I'm going to talk about this movement. I'll explain this. Please watch carefully. For example, if I turn on my toes, in this way, my center remains here. Nothing changes. But if I turn on my heels, I can move my center this much. Using the heels makes this much difference. This is on the toes. This is on the heels. This is very important. Everyone tends to pay attention to the upper body, but actually this point is very important. To move faster, you should turn on your toes. But to move your center of gravity or dodge an attack, it is better to turn on your heels. Which is correct, depends on the application. But what I want to show you today is the benefit of turning on your heels. This can be used as a way of dodging an attack. You can move your seichisen midline this much. For example, a punch comes this way. It comes to the center of your body. If you turn on your toes, your seichisen won't move. But if you turn on your heels, you can avoid the punch. In kata, you use this move to block the attack. But you can also counterattack against a jodan attack in this way. Since you are dodging the attack, you are able to counterattack like this. Today I will make use of this. In kata, this is blocking. But you change it to uraken. Then you attack here. This can be varied and used in this way. You can apply it this way. Use the heels to dodge the attack. Moreover, you can make it more smoother. You can do this by moving fast. Furthermore, it's not necessary to keep the feet here. You just move this way. You can go around behind the person. When dodging an attack, you can use uraken as a block. Here is the pressure point. You can strike here. Aim for the pressure point and strike. You can use this not only for blocking, but also for attacking. It is just this. Turning on the toes results in this. You can't avoid the attack. It'll be like this. If you turn on the heels, it can be used as a counterattack. This can be used in a variety of ways. The difference between using the heel or the toe can make such a difference in interpretation. This is an interesting point.
Does this mean that you can practice in two different patterns?
Yes, but essentially you should turn on your heels.
Essentially?
Yes, but it is not wrong to turn on your toes. Also, if that person had a weapon, it would be difficult for you to manage. You would be stabbed. So if you practice with a bow, you will understand this. We sometimes use a bow for checking. You can't move your center with your toes. But with the heels, you can move it this much. We do the practice like this. Even if you turn with your toes, you can still block a punch. But against a weapon, you can't. The only difference is whether you use your toes or your heels, but it is interesting because it makes such a difference in understanding the application.
This means that the original movements in Bassai-dai can be applied in this way?
Yes, this can be a block or an attack. It depends on the occasion. Like this, these kinds of ideas broaden the scope of our studies. This is how we practice at all times.